vamos a mover para Florida. Les quiero presentar a Larry Thompson. Larry Thompson viene de Montverde Academy.
Thank you for having me today. All right. So I just want to start with a video here. I'm going to share my screen. Give me 1 second.
Welcome to Montverde Academy. Located in Central Florida, Montverde Academy is a co-educational day and boarding school with students from over 90 different countries in grades pre-K 3 through 12 and postgraduate studies. School Eagle. The academic culture in our upper school division is centered on the formation of relationships, which creates a culture where young people can confidently pursue their passions with a goal of excellence, whether it's in academics, athletics, or the arts. Students engage in a rigorous but flexible curriculum designed to meet the needs of our diverse and driven student body. With a 100% college acceptance rate, our college guidance team of experienced counselors provide dedicated assistance in navigating the process with students beginning in the 8th grade and continues through 12th grade. The mission of Montverde Academy Arts is to cultivate aspiring musicians, actors, and artists in an atmosphere where they have the freedom and guidance to grow. Montverde Academy also offers 2 conservatories for both music and theater. Conservatory students meet their academic requirements during the morning and then spend every afternoon developing their major in vocal music, instrumental strings, piano, theater, musical theater, or technical theater. Montverde Academy offers 22 varsity sports and has earned 13 national championships. Student athletes have a unique opportunity to focus additional time and attention to pursuing their athletic dreams through academy and club programs. Here at Montverde Academy, we offer 3 sports academy programs in soccer, basketball, and tennis. Our academies provide students with core classes partnered with a half day of focused sports training. Montverde Academy has earned more than $18 million in athletic scholarships since 2011, with nearly 30% of our student athletes committing to play sports in college and 44 alumni playing sports professionally. Dormitories are our students' home away from home. We have a safe and welcoming community with friendly, experienced on-site dorm parents whose only job at the academy is to care for the residents in their dorm. Living on campus provides students with a sense of responsibility through structured afternoon and evening programs of group dining, mandatory study halls, and on and off-campus activities. There's always something fun to do at Montverde Academy. We are excited to share our vibrant school community with you. Please visit montverde.org for more information and steps to apply. We hope to see you soon at Montverde Academy.
Okay. Stop that for a minute. And I'm going to share my PowerPoint here. Guess I have to share. Okay, so again, my name is Mr. Larry Thompson. I am the Associate Dean of Enrollment Management at Montverde Academy, and thanks for having me on here today. So these are some of our core values. This is what Montverde is based off of: knowledge, character, and community. Those are 3 pillars that we are heavily founded on, especially the community aspect. Having so many students from different countries, bringing them all in one place and having them all get along, be accepting, is something that we take pride in the most. So we are located just outside of Orlando, Florida, in a small town called Montverde. So we're about, I'd say about 30 to 45 minutes away from Orlando. We're about 35 minutes away from the international airport. So very convenient for families to travel to that area to maybe they come in for a holiday and they want to spend time with their son or daughter, and they're right in the destination spot. Being close to Orlando, lots of resorts, lots of shopping. We're also close to Daytona Beach as well as Tampa. So our students are able to do a variety of activities on the weekends, and they really enjoy the entertainment aspect of being in Central Florida. So we are a fairly large international day and boarding school. We have just under 1,300 students, and out of those 1,300 students, 760 of them are in the high school, and 250 of them are boarders. And so our students can start boarding in the 7th grade through the 12th, as well as a post-grad year if they want to do an additional year after they graduate. So we're located on a fairly big campus. We're about 125 acres. I'll be able to show you an aerial view here in a second of what that looks like. That way you'll be able to see the magnitude of the size of the campus. But it's perfect being a college preparatory school. You'll get a good feel for what it's like to be on a college campus. So dorm life, we offer 7 days for our students to live on campus. So that's Monday through Sunday. Our dorms are equipped with house parents that live on each floor, and they are there to serve as the students' I guess, liaison, confidant. They're there to make sure they are getting the accessories that they need. Also, they're there to make sure the students are safe. They're where they should be. Our dorms also are unique in a way to where when the student leaves in the morning, the dorms will lock behind them. That way they cannot return back to the dorms until the end of the school day. So we're able to keep a close eye out on where they are. So we're making sure they are where they should be. So these are some pictures of our dining hall. All of our students, all of our boarding students are giving breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. And this is where they would dine at in the Martha Dining Hall. The food's really amazing. We try to have a really diverse menu for our students, especially with so many international kids being at our school. We want to be able to share other students' cultures as well. So we have what's called a passport line. In that passport line, you'll have a whole array of food, anywhere from Hispanic food to Asian food to Italian food. It's really amazing. So as you've seen in the video, and also as I mentioned before, we're very close to Orlando. And again, that's a destination spot for families to just be able to enjoy themselves, go to the resorts, relax, go to some of the theme parks, Disney World, Universal. We're also not too far from Cape Canaveral if you're interested in science and want to be able to see the rockets take off or just explore what that looks like. We're able to, it's a couple hour drive down the coast. So our students are able to get that kind of exposure. So we have students from over 60 different countries on campus. This really gives you a really good opportunity to experience what it's like to be in a melting pot. This is why community is so important to us, because we want everyone to feel comfortable, everyone to feel safe, and just adapt the Montverde method. And, so far, everything has been for this year, everything has been amazing for the students. Everyone's excited to be back in school. We know the pandemic has really taken a turn and affected our youth. And so this year, more and more students are beginning to enroll. So by next year, we may even be up to about 90 countries. We were at 90 countries right before COVID. And, obviously some students weren't able to come back. But this year, things are going to be a lot different. So we have about 250 international students that live on campus. And out of those, we have about 40 students from Mexico. So having that many countries on campus, not everyone is going to be proficient in English, and we understand that. So we offer 3 levels of ESL, and most of our students test out after that first semester. So a semester is typically 4 to 5 months long. And after that 4 to 5 months, a lot of our students feel confident enough. They're well efficient. They're confident to apply to colleges. They're confident to take the rest of their classes and finish out their high school career without needing to be in a program that will assess their levels in ESL. So Montverde Academy, we are a college preparatory school. Our main focus is to get our students to college. We have had 100% college acceptance rate. What that means is that every senior that we're graduating will get an acceptance letter from their college, whether that's through academics, that's through sports, that's through one of the fine arts, such as music or theater. All of our students will get an acceptance letter. And that's mainly contributed to the culture we have at Montverde Academy. All of our students, student athletes, no matter who you are, where you are, you're expected to I guess uphold core values in academics. So despite having, you know, some of the best sports teams on campus, all of our student athletes have the same expectations to perform well in the classroom, and it has worked. And then even our students that have come in not knowing any English or maybe little to no English, they have also gotten to the point to where they were comfortable enough to be able to get accepted by college. So it wouldn't be the first time. This year, they have earned about $21 million in academic scholarships and $5 million in sports scholarships. We offer 34 AP classes or advanced placement courses. Basically what these courses are and will do for you is they are college level courses that you can take in high school and earn credits towards your college degree. It's very important that students know that and learn that, just because it's a really good advantage. It's a really good advantage to get ahead, complete some credits before you get to college. You'll shorten your degree in college. Also, it will let's see here. Got a question. It will also boost your GPA up. And that's one of the first things that colleges in the US will look at. They will look at your grade point average. What these AP classes are going to do is increase your grade point average as long as you're passing the classes. For example, A on the regular scale, you get 4.0. An A on the AP scale, you get 4.8. So that's why sometimes you'll see students graduate from high schools in the US with a 4.1, a 4.2, 4.4. Those kids are going to have a really good chance of going to the Ivy League schools like Yale, Harvard. Those are some of the things they're looking for. So yes, there is financial aid for international students. Sorry. Okay. All right, so we also offer subject area of concentration programs. We call it SAC programs. And basically what these are programs that if they have an idea of what they want to do when they go off to college or as a professional career, then they would seek one of these diploma programs. For example, if you're interested in pre-med, you're going to look into doing our STEM program. So through that STEM program, we offer a biomedical track. And in that biomedical track, we're going to basically give the students, we're going to build out their courses to where they're taking a lot of science classes that's going to directly translate and correlate to their field of study. So by the time they get to college, they might have already seen this information before. Also through that program, they'll be able to do mentorships with some of our local physicians in the area. They'll be able to do research and collaborations, research projects with these mentorships with the physicians in the area. Same goes for the business program. There's internships for that. Global perspectives, that's going to be for students wanting to go into pre-law, journalism, or like politics. So this is brand new this year. We offer dual enrollment with the University of Florida. University of Florida it's a top university in the country. I don't like them as much because I went to Florida State. So they're pretty much our rivals, but not, it's a good school. It's a great school. They have a really good medical program, a really good engineering program. But basically what this dual enrollment program allows our students to do is take college courses while they are in high school. So the difference between AP classes and dual enrollment is that AP classes are college level courses and dual enrollment are college courses. So if you take enough AP classes, you take enough of dual enrollment classes, you may be able to graduate with your associate's degree, or you may be able to cut off a semester. You may be able to just start working towards a degree that you don't even know you're working towards yet because you haven't really figured out maybe what you want to do, or maybe you do. And those students they always have an advantage to get ahead. So when many people think of Montverde Academy, they think of we're a sports school. That's true, but we are also academics first. All of our student athletes, they're expected to make the same effort and have the same I guess grades as all of our students. So if you're in one of these programs or you're playing a sport and you're failing, you have a D, then what the coaches are going to do is they're not going to allow you to play. They're not going to allow you to practice, and you're going to have study hall for 2 hours every day. Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. So this just makes it easier for us to be able to support you in your endeavors to go to the next level to play sports. For example, I don't know if you recognize these gentlemen here on the PowerPoint, but so this year, Montverde Academy has set a record out of any school, any college, any high school ever. So we had 7 players that got selected in the NBA draft, including the number 1, Cade Cunningham. So he's the one that is in the top right. And then number 4 here is Scotty Barnes. He went to the Raptors. And then for Golden State, he was number 14. And then Day'Ron Sharpe for Brooklyn, he was selected at number 29. And then, so what all these programs are going to do is the coaches have so much experience at putting in D1 athletes, putting in professional athletes. For example, here, I'm supporting SEMA today, which is our soccer institute at Montverde Academy. They've put over 50 D1 athletes over the past 3 years they put in 50 athletes into D1 schools over the past 3 years. And so there's a ton of experience there. Coach Patempa, he coached at Clemson, he played at Clemson. And so there are some players that have interest in Clemson. He'll pick up the phone, he'll call over there and say, hey, I have a player for you. This is what's going to happen, pretty much, because he has so much experience with that school that they trust his ability to be able to find talent. And so, the numbers kind of say it for itself. So I'll show a brief video here. Not for too long though.
Hello everyone, welcome to Montverde Academy, welcome to SEMA. Let me show you guys a little something here.
All right, so you'll be able to find these videos on YouTube as well. If you just type in Soccer Institute at Montverde Academy, you just be able to see what you'd be able to finish out that video and just see what else it has to offer. As well as I'd recommend looking up MBA virtual tour, and basically you'll be able to see, it'll be like you coming out to the school and us walking you through a tour. So it does all the stops that we actually do to families that come in and do the tour in person. So I just want to explain a little bit about the academies. I'm not sure if you caught that in either of the videos, but CBD, which is, let me make this bigger here. Sorry. So CBD, which is the Center for Basketball Development, Soccer Institute at Montverde Academy, short for SEMA, and Montverde Academy Tennis, MAT. What those all have in common is that our students have an academic day. So depending on which SEMA team you're on, you're either practicing from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. or you have the flips, well, you're doing 7 to 9 a.m. and then you're going to classes. Or you have a flip schedule, which is you're going to classes for 5 periods, and then you're going to go to class for 5 periods and then go to lunch. And then after that, you'll be able to spend the rest of the afternoon practicing, training, every single day, Monday through Friday. So that's something that's largely contributing to the success of our athletes, is they're just getting that overexposure of those resources. And so we have 3 strength and conditioning coaches on campus. They've worked with all level of athletes from beginning all the way to essentially these guys that you see here in this PowerPoint slide, which is in the pros. And so they have a ton of experience. Baseball, Coach Valencia, he played for the Yankees, so he brings that experience. Also, he put in Francisco Lindor, who played for the Mets. For MIFC, that's our girls head soccer coach for the International Football Club. He played for the Canadian national team. For tennis, Jaime Onsens, he's Brazilian, and he played tennis. He played in the Olympics. He represented Brazil. He played professionally. So those coaches, they all have a lot of experience. They know what it takes to be able to get you to the next level, if that's something that you're seeking to do. So this is a brief look at some of our athletic facilities. You can also find some of these on YouTube. So there's a virtual tour of our weight room that you see here in the bottom left. It's a world-class weight room. All of our teams use it, and also we'll have notable alumni that will also come back and train in this gym as well. So any day in the off season, you'll be able to see RJ Barrett come in and train. You'll be able to see Francisco Lindor with his buddies. They'll come in and train. Also, part of the USA track team trains at our track facility. You'll even see them in their training. I ran into Justin Gatlin in Publix. So if you don't know who that is, that he was a sprinter, a multi-gold winner sprinter that's competed for the USA for many, many years. So I offer 22 varsity sports programs, over 16 national championships, and over 50 student athletes have gone to play professionally. We even offer an equestrian program for students that are interested in learning how to jump, ride. We have softball, swimming, pretty much all the major sports except for football, American football. And then we offer music and theater conservatories. These conservatories are set up similar to the academies, meaning that the students will they will have a shortened academic day. So they'll take their 5 core classes, the classes that they need to be eligible to graduate, which is math, science, social studies, world language, and English, like language arts. And then they'll go to lunch, and then they'll spend the rest of the afternoon, rest of their academic day, studying their passions. So for our music conservatory, we offer 3 strands, which is vocals, strings, and piano. For theater, we also offer 3 strands, and that's going to be acting for actors, theater for actors, and then musical theater, and then technical theater. And technical theater is going to be for students that want to be involved with set design. They want to be involved with costume design, makeup, lighting, sound, and those aspects. So this year, I want to talk a little bit about our media arts and technology program. This year, we are building a new innovation and educational, I don't know why this is so hard to say all the time, Educational Technology and Innovation Center. Yes, that's it. That's opening up in August 2022. And basically what that's going to bring is it's going to allow our students to be able to do research and collaboration with real life experts that are located in Central Florida. It's also going to bring a makerspace that students will be able to design 3D models. It's also going to bring virtual reality where our students can be able to explore the subjects that they're learning about in their classes. There will be a robotics lab. There'll also be a photo studio lab where our students can learn how to make videos, edit videos. They'll be able to do sports broadcasting, sports media. And then also we have just partnered up with EA Sports. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with EA Sports. Maybe some of you are, but it's Electronic Arts. They are one of the biggest gaming companies in the whole world. And they're going to bring a gaming studio right in our innovation center. So our students will be able to learn how to create games, design games from basic models. They'll learn how to edit it, create characters, app designs. And I like to think of it as an opportunity. You know, if they excel, that could be an opportunity for them to have their foot in the door, to potentially have a career in the gaming world, potentially have a career with EA Sports, depending on their level of commitment and their level of talent. So lastly, I think this is the most important aspect of the school. This contributes to why we have 100% college placement rate. It's because we have a college guidance process. So we have a dedicated team of counselors that will help our students find the right fit schools for them, whether it's socially, academically, just physically. We'll help them find the right fit school. They'll also help with application process, registration, deadlines, finding what interests the student may have, helping them find a passion, discover a passion, helping them find what are the requirements to go to, because all the requirements to go to some schools may be different. They're all not the same. And then even when you look into going into some of the various programs, they're going to have different requirements. So you'll have a team that will be able to help you find out what that is and how to get there. So I think that's, you know, one of the most important aspects of the school and having that 100% college acceptance rate. So this is just a small sample size of some of the and so that is the end.
Larry, thank you very much for your presentation. We have some questions here.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a financial aid for international students? What is the price for the academic year?
So we offer two different contract terms. We have a full year and we have a spring semester, which starts in January and ends at the end of May. And then for the full year, that starts August and it goes to the end of May. Okay. So for a full year contract, tuition is based at $52,925. Okay. And most of international students, they have to have our medical insurance, which is $2,350. Some parents may have medical insurance that can be that they find comprehensive for Mexico, US, and Canada, which could be fine, but we would just have to approve it. So that means we just have to do our due diligence and make sure that is in fact covered. If not, then they would be expected to purchase the medical insurance through the school. Also, there's an additional cost for ESL, and that additional cost is $4,000. But what happens is that if the student tests out, then like for that next semester, then $2,000 of that is credited to their tuition. Okay. Pretty much everything else is included in the price. So our sports academy has an additional fee, and then uniforms are at the expense of the families. But textbooks, food, transportation is all included in the tuition.
During Christmas time, is the school closed?
So the school is closed. We can allow the students to stay on campus, but it is an additional cost just to cover, because we have to have the dorm parents there while most of the students are gone. So students that are wanting to stay will have to pay an additional cost. And I believe it's like $75 per day to be able to stay over Thanksgiving and Christmas break. For our spring semester, just real quick, it's $30,250. The medical insurance is going to be half of what for the year, so $1,350 roughly, and then ESL is going to be half that as well.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Larry, for your presentation.
Thank you.
Gracias a todos los que están con nosotros.